I tied the thread on up next to the hook eye. I cover the whole shank with the thread. I wind it all the way back to the hook point to where I'm going to add the tail. When tying on the tail, I try to keep it on this side of the hook shank, so when I wind my thread, it will secure the tail directly on top of the hook shank. I do 2 to 3 wraps to secure the tail. I now secure the mylar tinsel with the gold out, so when you wrap the tinsel up the body, you will only see the silver, not the gold. I secure it with 2 to 3 wraps, then I wind my thread all the way back to the hook eye. This is where I add the uni stretch thread. I secure it with 2 to 3 wraps. I wind it all the way back to the tail and then back to the hook eye. I make sure there's no gaps in between the wraps. Secure the uni stretch with 2 to 3 wraps and cut off the excess. I then take the mylar tinsel and wind it to the hook eye, evenly spacing it as I wind it to the hook eye. I then again do 2 to 3 wraps and cut off the excess. When tying on the throat, the best way to do it is to make sure it's on the other side of the hook shank, so when you wind the thread it will pull it tightly on the center of the hook shank on the bottom. Do 2 to 3 wraps and cut off the excess. When adding the white marabou, I like to do a wrap directly around the marabou and then pull it securely onto the hook shank. This will make it get an even look on the top. And you don't want to have a thick marabou. You want to thin it out. And I usually go about the length to the tail, the end of the tail.